Welcome to Oregon Hot Rod!
Welcome to the Oregon Hot Rod Experience, where we're going to share information with you. We're going to show you our successes and our failures, our mistakes and our solutions. We'll go on adventures, we're going to build cars, we'll do shop projects, and we'll do a whole bunch more. But most of all, we're going to entertain you with reality and stupidity. So subscribe now and continue to watch the Oregon Hot Rod Experience. Okay, doing the last checkovers here now before we lower this thing down. I think I've got everything pretty well dialed in. I do a little bit of reconfiguring on the cooler lines. They didn't have the dust cover put on, so I had to put another dust cover on it. Other than that, everything's looking pretty good. So we're going to lower it down here and check the tranny fluid. I'm sure it's probably down at least a quart or two. And see if we can't get this thing to mobile. So. Well, I guess I kind of forgot that I got to go over this thing and find out why it's not running right real quick before I go getting too carried away. So I'm pretty sure it's just a valve plug or points are off or some damn stupid thing. It was running really good last time I parked it. So. Okay everyone, down here with the 63, we got it started, took it for a short little ride, about a block, and the thing is just not running right. And apparently I've got some issues with the engine. I'm not exactly sure what it is. I never got the specs on this engine when I bought the car, or traded for it actually. And so I'm not sure what the cam is on it. It's a solid lifter cam, so it's critical on the valve lash on it. So chances are I'm probably going to wind up having to put a new cam in this thing so that I know what I'm dealing with. But I wanted to do a walk around on the car at least and kind of show you. Once I got back here and realized the car wouldn't run, I decided I'd tear the interior out of it because I wanted to see how the floorboards were in it. The car's got some rust in it. And so I just wanted to see what I was going to be tackling here. And also I was doing some VIN checking. So I did, the first thing I wanted to look at was the engine code. And so I got down in here and took a look at the engine code. It's got a FO83IS code. Now, looking at that, it could be a 69 327 or it can be a 63 327 like it's supposed to be. So I'm going to have to do some further checking on that. The other thing is I wanted to look at the floorboards in this thing. And I pulled all the carpet and the seats and everything out of here. And actually, I was pretty amazed. These floorboards are in a lot better shape than I thought they were. I've got a little bit of issue back in this area here. I got a little tiny spot right there, but everything seems to be really solid. Now if you're doing an SS and you're wondering if you have a true SS, this is a good indicator of what a real SS is, because I know this for a fact is an SS. And you can see how the console is done. You got your center strap, you've got your console boot and stuff. I do have this is the worst area in the interior, and it looks really good. I think I've seen a little spot right back over in here that there might be a little bit of go through, but I think all this here is going to clean up really good, and I'm not going to have any issues with this interior whatsoever. We'll go around to the other side here. I do have issues with door panels and all that. I pulled the kick plates out of it, pulled the quarters out, pulled everything out in here. But basically, the interior is all original interior, and it's in fairly decent shape. Put this over here. But you can see it's got the original seat brackets in here for the bucket seats as well. Let's see how those all go in here. So the SS's are pretty unique in their own little right. Not only do you have the swirl finishes on everything, but you also have, you know, the bucket seats, console, a little bit different setup in here. Let's see how we get here. So even up here on the driver's side, floors look really good. Everything's looking just fantastic here. This is a big deal because this car has some rust issues. I was told when I got it that the car sat underneath of a cover for quite a long time. Now the trunk, I'm going to have some issues in the trunk. I can see that. There's some little spots down in here. It's going to have some work. But basically it's not bad. I don't think I think I can get away with just doing a few patches. There's a spot right up there. But other than that, it's not bad. My worst part is going to be this quarter panel here. Like I said, this car was sitting under cover, but this right side was exposed to the elements, and it is pretty trashed out. They did some bad body work here, filled it in. It's got a lot of rust around the wheel wells on this, and so I'm going to have to do a bunch of work there. It's got a bit of a cave in right here, and as all these X-Body 63, 64 Chevys, it's got the crack in the right below the top, so that's going to have to get fixed. This door will get replaced here. I have a new door for that. I also have brand new front fenders for it to do, and I also have a complete other front end, OEM front end, to put on the car. So new grille. I'll have to get some bumper pieces here. This one had the grill guard on it, and I took that off. I didn't like the grill guard myself. Some people like it, but it sure wasn't hard to sell, I can tell you that much. And then I've got most of the side moldings and stuff that I need and everything. So I'm pretty well on the road with this car. I just need to get busy on it. But the first thing I wanted to do is get that interior out and check that out, and make sure that you know, I wasn't going to be doing major floor work on it, stuff like that, because if it was going to go too far, I might have just moved this thing on. But I figured that this year would be the last Impala I'll ever get in my lifetime, because, you know, now they're getting so expensive you can't hardly buy one anymore that's any decent. And you know, I like these cars. I've had I can't tell you how many of them I've had. I've had a lot. I've had a lot of 64s, 61, 62s. And now a 63. This is the only 63 I've had. I've had like 3 or 4 64s, 61, 62. So, you know, I really like these cars. They drive and they ride great. So anyway, so that's probably going to end this video here for today. We'll get back at it next week, and we'll be doing some other projects around here, probably doing some more on the Impala here. Hopefully I can get this thing up and running right and take you guys for a little cruise in it. So be staying tuned in, and God bless you, and thank you from Oregon Hot Rod.